Woof. You don't fucking talk to me like that! You little piece of shit! Now, do we have a problem?
No, sir.
You're fired!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is Monday, April 24th, 2023. We got big news to start the day. Second wave of Disney layoffs coming this week. The restructure will continue for the next couple of months. Disney Entertainment chiefs Dana Walden and Alan Bergman wrote to staff on Monday, with Disney Entertainment, ESPN, and the parks to be impacted this week. Well, there's no shortage of people going to the Disney parks that claim to be against Disney and yet keep pouring money by the thousands into their coffers, which is absolutely hilarious because you're supposed to be fighting a culture war, yet you keep giving the enemy money, which is antithetical to your goal. But hey, who the hell am I?
We still have the Geeks and Gamers logo. I just want to say that I really, we talked about this, and we're really not affiliated with Geeks and Gamers as far as I'm concerned.
So we see here Bobby Iger, who is an absolute dipshit, of course, apologist for these morons. ESPN is garbage. Let's just put it there. From Jamel Hill to Stephen A. Smith to Skip Bayless, they're all garbage. They are trying to play politics and have been for years, and it bit them in the ass because, honestly, I used to spend a big part of my morning listening to ESPN radio when I was commuting and, watching their programming. I always watched SportsCenter, but not anymore. I'm actually canceling my cable, and, that just leads into this. One more customer gone. So entertainment, ESPN, the parks are going to be impacted, which this is going to hurt rank and file people. I don't celebrate that. But on the other hand, it is nice to see Disney get punched in the mouth.
Who's the asshole?
Another round of layoffs will begin at the Walt Disney Company this week. It will impact every corner of the company. Disney sources say the latest round will begin today and continue through Thursday. Will continue cuts at Disney Entertainment, ESPN, Disney Parks, Experiences, and Products, and elsewhere, impacting employees in California, New York, Connecticut, and elsewhere. I'm sure it's Florida too, but they're too embarrassed to say that. The frontline operation roles at Disney theme parks and hotels are not expected to be impacted. By the end of the week, the company is expected to have cut 4,000 jobs, the sources say. In February, Disney CEO Bob Iger told employees and Wall Street analysts the company expected to eliminate a total of 7,000 roles. A third round of cuts is expected before summer.
Summer loving had me a blast.
Disney should have seen this coming.
I think that
The Marvel Cinematic Universe is kind of floundering right now. And I know a lot of people out there going, but they're still releasing all this Marvel content. Oh my God, it's Marvel, the MCU, you gotta watch it. No, you don't, and it's bad. It's bad, and it's been bad since, before Endgame. Basically, the Marvel Cinematic Universe ended with Infinity War. Endgame was bad, like I said, and I've said this, and I don't mean to keep repeating this, but it's true. The farther we get out from the end of the Infinity Saga, the worse it gets because they're not building towards anything. Now this Jonathan Majors controversy, let's be honest, Disney right now is just trying to find a way to quietly get rid of him because they see it as horrible optics, despite the evidence to the contrary, despite all the reports, the arrest. They refuse to let him go. Why? Well, and Disney will not fire somebody like that. They will let Gina Carano go for a ridiculous reason, calling her a fascist, a Yahtzee, and all this. But they refuse to fire Jonathan Majors, even though everybody else has distanced themselves from him. I say keep your eyes peeled because they're going to recast him. He's not going to hang on. I don't think. And it's another problem, Ezra Miller. Now, I know, completely different company, Warner Brothers over on the DC side, but look at everything Ezra Miller's done, and they haven't fired him. The second they fire Jonathan Majors, there's going to be an uproar, and there'll be whataboutisms, which I'm all in favor of Ezra Miller being fired. I'm not going to watch The Flash. I have no designs of seeing that movie, but I do firmly stand in the camp that says Ezra Miller should have been gone a long time ago. When he attacked that female fan outside in, I believe it was like Canada or something, he choked her and put her to the ground. He should have been fired. Jonathan Majors is going to be let go. I will almost bet the farm on that. Before the We Was Kang's Dynasty comes out, he will be fired.
she
In a note to staff Monday morning, Disney Entertainment co-chairs Dana Walden and Alan Bergman acknowledged the cuts coming this week and added restructuring in various businesses will continue for the next couple of months, and we do anticipate there will be further impacts before the summer as previously shared. Each team is in a different place in this process, and your leaders will be sharing more context for your group soon, their memo added. In a separate memo on Monday, ESPN chief Jimmy Pietaro also disclosed the cuts to staff, writing, "We must further identify ways to be more efficient and nimble, aka we're bleeding money. We will continue to focus our workforce on initiatives that are most closely aligned with our critical priorities and emphasize decision-making and responsibility deeper into the organization," he added. This is all word salad for, hey, we got to make cuts. An ESPN source said that on-air talent is not expected to be significantly impacted by the cuts this week or the third round in the coming weeks. Rather, the company is expected to take a close look at its on-air talent roster after the third round of layoffs, choosing not to renew some deals, cut others, or make other tweaks to its roster of hosts and contributors. The first round of layoffs began in March, with the company targeting specific roles and departments that were ripe for trimming or elimination. That included the company's metaverse division, technically called the Next Generation Storytelling, which had been a pet project of former CEO Bob Chapek.
Hi, I'm trans non-binary Disney CEO Bob Chapek.
It also included Marvel Entertainment, with Marvel chief Ike Perlmutter exiting, and what was left of his empire moved into other Disney divisions. Disney's TV production and acquisitions departments were impacted, while ABC News restructured its senior leadership under Kim Goodwin. While Disney will be more than halfway to its target of 7,000 jobs by the end of this week, there are still many decisions that need to be made, and the cuts this week are expected to be deep. Now, like I said, they really need to look and do some introspection and say, what can we do to right this ship? I'm never going back to Disney. I mean, you can kiss my ass. You've consistently spit in the face of the fans and the people that gave you money year after year. I grew up a Disney kid in the 80s, watching Mickey Mouse and all that, all the cartoons, the animated movies. I remember, when Touchstone was the adult film, not adult film, but, the more films geared towards adults. They released Three Men and a Baby, all that stuff back in the day. I used to go to the theater to see those. And now it's just, my son, I won't even allow him to watch anything Disney. Does he watch the Mando show occasionally? Yeah, but I don't pay for it. I got my mom's login for that. But, if he wants to watch it, I'm not, the Disney Channel shows, the only thing outside of like the Star Wars and Marvel movies he really watches on there now is like Bluey. So, and that's a wholesome show, which I'm shocked Disney even carries that because it's wholesome. And something that comes out from the BBC is really hard to believe that it's actually a good program. But anyway, the kid likes it, so, I let him watch it. These are hard decisions and not ones we take lightly, but every decision has been made with considerable thought, and we are doing everything we can to make sure this process is conducted with respect and compassion, Walden and Bergman added. The senior leadership teams have been working diligently to define our future organization. Our biggest priority has been getting this right rather than getting it done fast. We recognize that it had been a period of uncertainty, and thank you all for your understanding and patience. The memo is below here, and this is a just word salad. I'll just go through this first paragraph here. Team, as you all know, a few weeks ago, the company began notifying employees whose roles are impacted as part of our overall business realignment and cost savings efforts, aka layoffs. We wanted to share that notifications will continue in many areas of the company over the next several days. In addition, restructuring in various businesses will continue for the next couple months, and we do anticipate there will be further impacts before the summer as previously shared. Each team is in a different group place in this process, and your leaders will be sharing more context for your group soon, which means just start getting your resumes updated. So there you have it, folks. The Hollywood Reporter dropping this article this morning at 6 o'clock. The second wave of Disney layoffs are on their way this week, and I cannot suppress my laughter to see Disney suffering a little bit. As I said in the video, I don't like to see the rank and file employees suffer, more so the executives at the top, because they're the idiots that are making all the bad decisions, ruining our entertainment. They've completely dismantled what was good about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They systematically ruined Star Wars. I mean, by 2017, it was dead. They purchased it in 2012. So a mere 5 years it took them to massacre George Lucas's creation. All they had to to do was follow his outline. But Kathleen Kennedy and her band of sycophants, we know the story. I don't need to go into detail. So this is going to play a big part in what's going on at Disney, ESPN, and the parks, which is hilarious, as I said in the opening. So there you have it, folks. Please come back this evening at 8:30 Eastern for episode number 251 of Monday Night Going in Raw, the flagship broadcast of the channel. I'm Etep Wakuian from The Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next one. Unlike the 4,000 people being fired from Disney.
It's better to burn out than to fade away.
I could do this all day.
This doesn't bode well.
You're lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.